What if I told you the largest migration on Earth happens every single night and it's completely invisible to us? Or that there are underwater lakes and rivers flowing on the ocean floor? Welcome to the deep ocean, the last true frontier on our own planet, a world more alien than the surface of Mars. We've explored more of outer space than we have our own deep seas. Today, we're diving in. Forget everything you think you know about life on Earth, because we're about to journey into a realm of crushing pressure, eternal darkness, and creatures straight out of a sci-fi movie. So, buckle up, because the abyss is calling. First, let's talk about pressure. Down here, the weight of the water above is immense. At the deepest point, the Mariana Trench, the pressure is over 1,000 times what we experience at sea level. That's like having 50 jumbo jets stacked on top of you. It's so intense it can compress steel and turn gases into liquids. So how does anything survive? Deep-sea creatures have evolved incredible adaptations. Instead of gas-filled swim bladders, which would collapse, many have gelatinous, water-based bodies that are nearly incompressible. Their cells are packed with special proteins and molecules called piezolites that protect them from being crushed, allowing them to thrive in an environment that would instantly pulverize a human. It's not about resisting the pressure. It's about being one with it. Now, let's meet some of the residents. Ever heard of the barrelli fish? This creature has a transparent head, and its eyes, which look like two green orbs, can rotate inside its fluid-filled dome to look straight up for prey silhouetted against the faint light from above. Once it spots a meal, its eyes swivel forward to zero in for the attack. Then there's the vampire squid. Despite its terrifying name, it's not a bloodsucker. It's a small creature, about the size of a football, and when threatened, it doesn't squirt ink. Instead, it pulls its webbed arms over its body like a cloak and releases a cloud of bioluminescent mucus, a sparkling light show to dazzle and confuse predators while it makes a quick escape. It's a master of illusion in a world of darkness. And speaking of darkness, how do these animals see? Or hunt? The answer is light, but not from the sun. An estimated 80 to 90% of deep sea life produces its own light through a chemical process called bioluminescence. It's a silent, living language of light. Some use it to attract mates, others to lure prey, like the iconic anglerfish with its glowing esca dangling in front of its razor-sharp teeth. Some use it for camouflage, a technique called counter-illumination, where they match the faint light filtering from above to become invisible to predators looking up from below. It's a galaxy of stars right here in our oceans, a constant, dazzling ballet of light in the eternal night. But the deep ocean isn't just home to bizarre creatures. It's a place of shocking geological wonders. Imagine hydrothermal vents, often called black smokers. These are chimney-like structures on the seafloor, spewing out superheated water rich in minerals. The water can reach temperatures of over 400 degrees Celsius, yet it doesn't boil because of the extreme pressure. And what's truly mind-blowing is that entire ecosystems thrive around these vents. They rely not on sunlight for energy, but on chemosynthesis. Bacteria convert the toxic chemicals from the vents, like hydrogen sulfide, into energy. This supports a food web of giant tube worms with vibrant red plumes, blind white crabs, and unique species of shrimp and mussels. Finding these vents completely revolutionized our understanding of life, proving it can exist without any connection to the sun. It's a blueprint for how life might exist on other planets or moons, like Jupiter's moon Europa. Another incredible discovery is the existence of brine pools. These are actual lakes under the sea. They form in depressions on the ocean floor, where water becomes supersaturated with salt from underlying deposits. This water is so dense and salty that it doesn't mix with the seawater around it, creating a distinct shoreline and surface. You can see ripples on the surface of these underwater lakes. To unsuspecting sea creatures, they can be a deadly trap. The high salinity and lack of oxygen make the brine toxic to most marine life. Scientists have nicknamed them jacuzzis of despair. Submersibles can actually land on the surface of these brine pools. It's a surreal, otherworldly sight that reminds us how much we have yet to learn about the ocean's complex geology. So why does exploring the deep sea matter? It's not just about satisfying our curiosity. The deep ocean plays a critical role in regulating our planet's climate. It absorbs huge amounts of heat and carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, acting as a massive buffer against climate change. The daily vertical migration I mentioned at the start, it's called the diel vertical migration. Trillions of creatures, from tiny zooplankton to squid, rise to the surface at night to feed and then descend back into the depths at dawn. This process helps transport carbon from the surface to the deep ocean, where it can be stored for centuries. It's the largest migration on Earth by biomass, and it's a vital part of the global carbon cycle. Understanding this process is crucial for creating accurate climate models. Furthermore, the unique biochemistry of deep-sea organisms holds immense potential for medicine and technology. Scientists are studying the special enzymes and compounds from extremophiles organisms that thrive in extreme environments to develop new drugs, cancer treatments, and industrial applications. For example, an enzyme isolated from a microbe found near a hydrothermal vent is now a key component in DNA testing, including the PCR tests that became a household name. The genetic and biological diversity in the deep sea is a treasure trove of solutions to human problems, a library of secrets that we've only just begun to read. Every time we explore a new trench or seamount, we find species that are new to science, each with its own unique evolutionary story and potential applications. But this incredible world is under threat. Deep-sea mining, pollution, and the effects of climate change are already impacting these fragile ecosystems before we even fully understand them. The deep ocean might seem remote, but it's connected to us all. Our actions on the surface have consequences in the abyss. That's why exploration and research are so urgent. We need to understand what we have before we risk losing it forever. Organizations and scientists around the world are racing against time, using remotely operated vehicles, or ROVs, and autonomous underwater vehicles, AUVs, to map the seafloor and document its biodiversity. The challenge is immense, but the discoveries are rewriting our textbooks and expanding our definition of what's possible for life. From transparent-headed fish to underwater lakes and sunless ecosystems, the deep ocean is a testament to the relentless ingenuity of life. It's a world of extremes, of mystery, and of profound beauty that we are just beginning to appreciate. We've only mapped about 25% of the seafloor in high resolution. Imagine what else is waiting to be discovered in the remaining 75%. What new creatures, what new geological formations, what new scientific principles are hidden in the dark? The next great discovery could be just one dive away. The journey into the deep is a journey into the unknown, and it reminds us that there are still great wonders to be found right here on our home planet. What was the most surprising deep sea fact you learned today? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear what blows your mind about the ocean's depths. And if you're as fascinated by this hidden world as I am, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into the unknown. Thanks for diving in with me today. Keep exploring and stay curious.